Welcome back to the last video that will be shot here at my parents' house. I'm heading back to no man's land, tiny house tomorrow, and yep, this will be it. So I'm excited to get back home. It was nice to see my parents for the holidays, but I got to get back to real life. So today I want to kind of continue on the symbol video that I did before. That was all my A symbols. So those are the ones that I grew up with, and I really think for a good, solid foundation for just about any style of music out there, you can't go wrong with A's. If you start there, you will be happy, but eventually you're likely to move on to something that will really develop in your sound. For my sound, that's K's. I keep my A's because they're near and dear to my heart, and there are super universal symbols. If I end up having to fill in last minute with a band, or I'm going to audition, I don't know much about the band, I'll probably bring my A's because I can get a lot of sounds out of them. But for me, when I write music and I record my own music, it's always K's. I absolutely love K's. So I'm going to run through these symbols real quick and show you what I got and why I got them. First up is my favorite ride symbol that I currently own. I mentioned in my last video, my A video, that my original symbol collection, except for one symbol that remained, was stolen, including my old 70s Zildjian A heavy ride 20-inch. This is the closest symbol I found to it. It's a 20-inch K heavy ride, and I love this symbol. I also have a 22-inch K medium ride. I don't use it all that much. In fact, I've been thinking about possibly letting it move on to someone who will use it. But this is not a crashable ride at all. It would ring for ages. I also wanted to point out, this summer I discovered grombles. I haven't put them on all my cymbals yet, but they are amazing. They replace all this nonsense on the top. Depending on the stand, sometimes you need what's called a cymbal chief, which looks like this. And you put there. Some stands you don't need it, some you do, but they are great. You don't have to worry about losing all your stuff. Not a sponsor, I just really like them. But yeah, they replace everything, and I'm a hard hitter. I haven't had any problem with it flying off. They're awesome, and they take a lot of time out of my setup, and I don't have to worry about losing parts. But anyway, first thing is my 20-inch K heavy ride. I absolutely love this cymbal. It is the best ride cymbal I've had, other than my A 20-inch heavy ride that I've ever owned, and I just can't say enough about it. I do miss that A, but it's gone. Next up, K Custom 18-inch dark crash. This makes a great crash ride as well. Has a really nice bell, and I've had this one for quite a while. You can see it's pretty dirty, like my ride. Really dark. It's, I'd say, somewhere between a medium thin and a medium. It's a little bit heavier, but beautiful dark tone. Can't say enough about it. I've got another K 18-inch medium thin, and those are my two crashes. That K medium thin dark and this K custom dark are my sound. You know, those two crashes are what I play 90% of the time, unless I'm playing for someone else, really. If I'm playing for myself, it's these two. Next up is that 18-inch K medium thin dark. Now, in this last year, because I'm getting ready to move, I've been paring down a lot of stuff. I've sold a lot of cymbals because I felt like some of them were really, really redundant, and also some of them I just bought for a single gig or a tour, and I never used them again. These are the two big K crashes that I bought. What I decided was I was going to get rid of the redundant ones. I was going to get rid of the ones I don't use, and I was going to add a few cymbals to my lineup that I thought would strengthen my K line. So the K Custom 18 Dark and the K Medium Thin Dark I kept. I also used to have a K Thin Dark 18 and a K Thin Dark 19, and I just felt like they were redundant in sound. I just wasn't playing them much. They were more like backups, and I don't need backups for 18-inch cymbals. I've been playing these for years with no problems whatsoever. So I got rid of those two, and I got these next two, because I felt like I had my big dark K crash covered. I got this 16-inch Sweet Crash. This thing is awesome. I am not a big fan of the cymbal packs. Usually I find that there is something in a cymbal pack I don't like, so why would I buy a whole cymbal pack? There are two exceptions. The Zildjian A cymbal pack with the new beats, the 16, 18, and 21-inch Sweet Ride, awesome. And the K Sweet Ride pack, I don't have that. I don't have either of them, really. But those are the two that I could sit down and play and have no qualms. These K Sweets, they are onto something. I really, really like them. This is the first Sweet I have. I'm sure I will own more in the future, but I got a really good deal on this Sweet, so I grabbed it. This replaced one of my other big K Darks. The other one is 15-inch K Dark Thin. Now I had the 18 and the 19 K Dark Thins, but I really felt they were too similar to my two 18-inch Darks. So this one I think is going to be a nice addition if I play smaller gigs where my bigger cymbals are just overpowering, or if I just want something that's a little bit smaller. I really, until I got, this one, I bought the 16 after. My smallest K Crash was an 18, so I had three 18s and a 19, and this just gives me, a little more variety. This is my favorite China that I own currently. My favorite China that I've ever owned was a 20-inch Z Custom, and I'm not normally a Z Custom guy, but that cymbal was awesome. That was in my cymbal bag that was stolen. I bought an 18-inch Z Custom China after that to replace it, and didn't like it, and it's still sitting in my cymbal bag. I don't think I've played it since that one time I tried it. But this 17-inch K, awesome. Another warning for new drummers. I warned you in my last cymbal video that cymbals get stolen easily. Be super careful who you let use your gear. I had another drummer in that band actually before the drummer that stole my cymbal bag that came in and auditioned and used my kit, and he cranked down the felt super heavy on this one and cracked the cymbal. So this one has been cracked for over 10 years now, but I still love it, and I'm sure I'll replace it eventually, probably with another one just like it. But yeah, K 17-inch China, this thing is awesome. On to hats. These are relatively new to my setup. I still don't have a feel for them. They are 13-inch K Custom Darks. I had 13-inch KZs that a lot of people played, and they just weren't rocking me. So I sold those and got these. I do like these. I am still getting to know them though, so I don't have a full report on these yet. But I think in the end I will like them. I'm so attached to my 14As that it may take a while, but these they're so dark and they're so smooth. I really do like them, but I'm still getting to know them. Last but not least, K Custom Hybrid 11-inch splash. I like big splashes, much like I like big crashes. So I really like this splash. This is another one that's relatively new to me, so I'm still getting to know it. I played a 12-inch K crash for years. That was just my baby. It's the first K I ever bought, and that was in my cymbal bag. So this is what replaced it, but not for many years. I went without a splash for years. It is remarkably brighter than I would have thought out of a K Custom, but that's just the hybrid line. And I'll be honest, when I bought this, I didn't know a whole lot about them, but it cuts, it's there. I think I like it a lot, but again, it's kind of like those hi-hats. I'm still getting to know it. It's quite a bit brighter than my 12-inch K, so I'm trying to find where it fits in the mix. Well, that's it for my K lineup. These are my favorite cymbals. Without a doubt, if I'm playing my music that I write, I'm playing Ks, and while they're not quite as versatile, I don't think, as my As, they are more specific to what I look for in cymbals. I have other cymbals. I got several cymbal bags full of cymbals, but again, these are cymbals I don't use that often. I did a country gig this summer out in Montana, and I got a couple A customs for those. I'm not an A custom guy, but it really fit the music well, and that's that's what I chose for that. I'm still kind of coming back off a shoulder injury, so I'm not playing a whole lot. I hope to get some more playing done. Maybe make some videos whenever I get back to it. But until then, I'm going to stick with these gear videos. I hope they bring something to you, and that you get something out of it. Feel free to ask any questions you have. I'll probably go through my other cymbal bags at some point. I've got 3 or 4 cymbal bags just stuffed full of cymbals. Tons and tons of hi-hats that I've acquired over the years that I was trying to replace that set that got stolen before I put together that set of A's, and now these K Custom Darks that I think I'm going to really like, which I really spend some time with them and find out how they work. So again, thank you. Next video, I should be back in no man's land in my tiny house doing my videos. Maybe I'll do one on off-grid living, or maybe I'll do another gear video. So if you have any requests, let me know. My email is always in the description, or you can leave me a comment, send me a message. All right, be well. I'll see you back in no man's land.